Welcome back. Week 7 in the Carolina Panthers franchise, 5-1 topping the NFC South. We're actually doing really well, especially taking into consideration that Bryce Young currently is out. Hope you're enjoying this series so far. I certainly am. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Going to be a home game. We don't have a lot to take care of. Just the players up for negotiation, checking out the Giants, doing weekly strategy upgrades, and then the game, of course. Taking a look at the players up for negotiation, there is nobody in here anymore that is really crucial. We have these two who are up for their 5th-year option, so I think we're going to pick them both up on that one. Looking at the cap room, we are really very solid looking, and so that is really positive. That, of course, is going to be next year's salary cap, right? 2024 is now, 2025 is next year. So that's positive. We also have a few picks this time around, and looking at the 25 draft class, there are really a few interesting dudes in there. I think that we might even find 1 or 2 great additions. When you look at the left hand side, you can see that there are certain positions that could use a boost, especially the offensive line is looking pretty bad in terms of the lettering. I do have a plan there. I would be doing the best on board approach, right? I'm not one of the top picks anyways, or the top pickers. We will be taking a look at which players are available. I do think that we might even go a little bit more defense heavy this time around, unless the rookies that I did bring in have developed nicely. I am giving all of them a shot. There are some that are just absolutely safe, like Brandon Dreddeus, for instance, or Jeremiah Trotter Jr., or the mid linebackers. So there's no questions there. Free safety, strong safety, pretty well settled there. But, you know, there are some other positions where we could really take a more critical look at them. I think edge might be something where we could improve a little bit. We do have the wide receivers here on the board. These are still very, very high picks, and going downwards. It's always going to be interesting to see who's still going to be available later on. But all that aside now, we have to aim to get to the playoffs. That's the target for this season. So now let's just take a quick look at the Giants roster. So here we go. Drake MAYE is the quarterback here for the Giants. A superstar at age 21. Certainly a fantastic draft pick right there. 17th ranked quarterback. Let me just see when he was picked. Was he the number 1 pick? Wait up. Here we go. Pick 11, actually. Oh, that's a pretty good pick. Dan Jones, a backup. Cooper Rush, a backup. The running back, Saquon Barkley, X Factor. Eric Gray, 2475, and Deion Jackson, 2569. John Lovett is the fullback. Wide receivers, Wandale Robinson, Darius Slayton, Paris Campbell are very much on par with each other. We've got Isaiah Hodgins, Jalen Hyatt, and Montreal Washington. I like Jalen Hyatt. He's looking good, 2276. Pretty young, still good enough to actually break into the top 3 here easily. So this is an interesting group of players here. Tight end Dan Waller, 3183. Daniel Bellinger, Harrison Bryant. Looking at the offensive line, we've got Andrew Thomas here, 2592. And a backup, Joshua Isiudu. Lael Collins, solid starter here. Brandon Coleman, the backup. We've got John Michael Schmitz. He's 2575 rated. Jake Andrews and Billy Price as backup players. Talisa Fuaga, 2277. He's actually looking pretty good with a hidden dev trait. He'll be revealed. I'm sure this is going to be a star or superstar at least. Mark Lewinsky, Marcus McKeithen. We've got Evan Neal, 2378, and Josh Neiman as a right tackle here. Evan Neal, certainly a very, very good one. A solid offensive line, elite QB, interesting weapons. What about defense? Sam Hubbard, 2977. Keep confusing Chuba Hubbard and Sam Hubbard, but there we go. Sean Robinson, formerly with the Rams. Sam Hubbard, formerly with the Bengals. So this is looking like a new constellation here. Right edge, Derek Brown, 26 and 90. Broderick Washington Jr. Where do we know Derek Brown from? I wonder. Well, of course, he was with us up until this season even, but we traded him. Didn't want to give him a new deal. So there we go. D-tackle Dexter Lawrence II, a superstar. We've got Nasir Stackhouse, this is a rookie, and DJ Davidson. The left outside linebackers, Aziz Ojulari, 24.78, and Boogie Basham Jr., 26.75. Mid linebacker Bobby Okereke, another superstar. Micah McFadden and Lavelle Bailey, that's a rookie. Right outside linebacker Kevin Thibodeau out of the 23 draft, 23 years old, 85 overall. Jojo Ozugwu, it's actually a funny name. Weird. Cornerback Deontay Banks, 23.86. Adoree Jackson, Chris Abrams-Drain, then Aaron Robinson and Trey Hawkins. A lot of very good players here on the cusp of being absolutely elite. And then a lot of good veteran players. It's a good mix. Xavier McKinney, 26.84. We've got Gervarius Owens as a backup. Strong safety Kirby Joseph and Jason Pinnock. This is actually pretty good balanced room here. Kicker is Chase McLaughlin and the punter is Jamie Gillen. Isn't it Jamie Gillian? Or is it Jamie Gillen? Well, whatever. The weekly strategy, we're going to do what we do best. All right, we're going to stop the short passing. I think we have to limit Drake May. Otherwise, we're going to get punished. We're going to go full pads training. This is just the way it's going to go. I would like to focus on those starters here. I think that we might go with splits for the cornerbacks just to get some more practice reps into them. Right outside linebackers, we could also take a look at buffing these a little bit. That could help because Yetur Gross-Matos is fantastic, but I like Tommy Eichenberg. I want to see what he can do. Might use him as a mid linebacker come the end of the season. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Apart from that, that's the defensive game plan. Offensive game plan, how do we handle this one here? It says blitz counter, which means a faster reaction to short pass. That is probably not ideal because we are usually going for the short passing. I think the run inside is a good idea to go for. We can always adjust. We're going to go with full pad intensity, running back split, wide receiver split. Zach Wilson still my starter here on the quarterback position. Team profile time. Let's take a look here. Do we have an injury? Has there something changed? No. Lindsey Rain is at a 60. Rasheem Betts, Joe Farmer. I'm just getting my offensive line up to speed. Brandon Dorius will be revealed soon, I hope. Ben Sinnott, slowly but surely growing. Landon Jackson, 74 at age 21. I really am liking this setup at the moment. 2+ passing touchdowns. All right, let's just try this one here. 20 points or less. 400+ offensive yards. That is aggressive, but all right, we're going to go with it. And allow under 200 yards. That is equally aggressive. I highly doubt that we'll get this done. I'm just going to roll with it because why not? All right, are there any new injuries? Let's just take a quick look here. We can bring back Colton Dowell soon, I hope. He's on injured reserve. Deion Jones seems to have injured himself out for 1 week. All right, that's not too bad. Miles Sanders, Terrace Marshall Jr., and Bryce Young will return in 2 weeks' time. There's the bye week, and then there's the Chargers week, and then they will be back. That is incredibly important. Wyatt Cutler, 3 weeks. Ike Mekwonu, 4 weeks. I added Logan Bruss from the practice squad in last episode. So we're now going to be having Logan Bruss on the left tackle position. Managed staff, we've got 26 points, which is actually a very nice amount. We're going to be dumping those into defense. Again, getting defense up to speed is the most important thing currently. Boost finesse moves, power moves. I think we're going to go with the power moves, and we have used all of our points. So there we go. Next up, let's upgrade some players. Did we get some nice boosts out of last week's game and from the weekly strategy here? 2 points for Joe Farmer. That is actually very nice. Gonna put this in the pass protector. We can really take our time growing him, and not take our time, but focus him a little bit more. 60 rated. He has grown very fast. Very, very fast. He's almost growing by a point a week, so that's pretty awesome. JC Horn up to a 90 freaking 2, man. This is insane. He is going to be such a beast. Chuba Hubbard. Here we go. 89 overall. There are buffs, of course, so he's a base 86, but he's just growing very nicely. Kyer Elam, who we added in a trade a few weeks ago. I'm pretty happy at having him on the team, actually. He's a very nice addition. He's such a good player. When playing the Bills, he's always there. Wow, what a lot of upgrades here for Tommy Tremble. He's really growing extremely well. Kalen Bullock, now a scheme fit. That is incredibly important. That will improve the growth speed as well. Brandon Dorius, here we go. My left edge is 75 now. One more and he's going to be in the green territory. Hidden dev traits still, but he's my starter there. Landon Jackson, my starting D-tackle. 76 at age 21. Do you know where I'm getting at? This is exactly where I want to go. Why should I hold on to Javon Kinlaw, who is solid, yes, but why should I hold on to him when I can actually grow other players even faster and have him be as good at a way younger age? So there we go. Danny Stutzman, 21 and 73 rated. Chico Bennett at left edge, growing nicely as well. Another one of those really interesting draft picks and free agents. We added a lot of very young free agents, especially on the offensive line. John Jenkins, that's a mentor. Hudson Clark, free safety backup. But again, he's also growing, right? 70 already at age 22. So just keep growing all of these dudes. Focus on them being scheme fits, and we should certainly have a very good group of players on our hands in 1, maybe 2 years time, but then I think we're in it for the long haul. Agile for Logan Brust, that's an upgrade here. He's actually way more solid when you look at his stats. Strength is pretty good, so I actually am very happy that we had him ready to go. Basically, Bo Clark, right outside linebacker. We've got options. A lot of options. We're just letting everybody grow. We can always make decisions, all right, on who to play, who to use, who to cut. Rasheem Betts, my center, also gets to grow a little bit here. We're focusing a little bit more on the growth overall for him. He does have still some ways to go, but I feel like he's getting better and better, and we've got time on our side, right? 21 years old. Let's do that. Pass protector for him. It's not that far off from being a scheme fit, so we're going to go for that. You can see 59 versus 61 on Agile, and he'll be there very, very soon. And you could really take a look at how quickly these players are growing. Absolutely loving it. This is really, really awesome. All right, good stuff so far. Let's get into the game. Giants versus Panthers. Going to be a home game. And looking at the overalls, well, their defense is really very, very good. But yeah, our offense has proven that we're actually not a slouchy group of players either. So let's just get going here. Brace yourselves for another Carolina Panthers game. This time at home again. This time no rain. Monday night primetime. Chuba Hubbard, last week 204 freaking yards, 2 touchdowns, 29 attempts. He was absolutely stellar, and he's really carrying this team forward quite a bit here. The Giants in the away uniforms, blue helmets, just the way we know them. Drake May will be trying to tear us a new one. So there we go. Zach Wilson, currently placeholder for Bryce Young, if you want to be cruel. If you want to put it positively, he is getting a new chance here in Carolina. No way that he was ever going to be starting QB in New York anymore. I'm not going to say he blew it. I think that they overestimated his talent, probably, and put him in a position that was just destined to fail. Feel like with a different team, he might have had a better time. And then, of course, Aaron Rodgers, and that was goodbye, Zach. Dexter Lawrence, Bobby Okereke, 2 superstars. Good group of players on the stop. Yikes. All right. 2nd and 13. 3 yards. Right elbow injury for Blake Whiteheart. Not fantastic, to just put it that way. We're going to go with a slot cross here. I think it was evident that the run game has its issues. Let's just go that way. Catch, turn, Tommy Tremble moving forward. 3rd and 2. Nice. That was a good one. Jonathan Mingo, we're going to substitute him just for the time being. And let's go. Sam Hubbard. Sam Hubbard again. Chuba Hubbard. I don't know why. And here we go. Chuba Hubbard pushing forward, getting the first down. Kirby Joseph with an injury. Not great. His own player running into him. Pushing him over. Is that an X at the back of his head? Or is that like a weird texture overlay? Right to left. Frank Gore Jr. Kaboom. Alright, let's find some space here. Number 29. Xavier McKinney. Here we go. This is looking good. Next up, inside zone, right to left. Frank Gore. Again. The young man. 84, it was Anthony Schwartz, by the way, sitting on the sideline. Joe Farmer now with an injury. That is my left guard. Don't really want to see that happening to young players, even if he does look like a 50-year-old man. But that is just the weird textures and the weird face scans. Tommy Tremble, Laviska Shenault. Here we go. Tommy Tremble stepping around everybody, getting a first down. And this is exactly the way I want to play this. We need to keep it focused. We need to keep it simple. We need to make sure that we... I mean, I'm not going to say outplay them, but that we just play to our own strengths, just like this. Zach Wilson out of the pocket, Adam Thielen going direct, and Zach Wilson can pull off these short passes pretty well. It was crossbody against the run, so there we go. Adam Thielen wrapped up here. All right, let's use Hurst just for the time being. I just don't want to see any further aggravation of an injury here. Laviska Shenault Jr. Right to left. Here we go. 3, 2, 1 off. There is the catch. And try to go for the run here. But Laviska Shenault has the route. Has to be taken down by 2 players. That was a really nice run. I love those routes. One short, one going direct, and it just goes straight above number 41. And did you see the precision in the pass? Zach Wilson is not bad. I'm going to stick with that. He just needs a team where he can feel, I don't know, I'm going to say appreciated, but you know what I mean. Let's go the stick switch here. Laviska Shenault, Tremble. Oof. Number 5. That's Kayvon Thibodeau and an injury here. All right, let's see. Do go with a spacing switch. Maybe this one here will work. Looking at you, Tommy Tremble. Or let's just go with Adam Thielen. I was holding my breath on that one. Just being focused, that's why I shut up. But here we go. Good pass. It's 3 receivers on the right, and there's basically 2 defenders, so there's a mismatch right there. And one of these 3 is bound to be open. Tommy Tremble, I reckon, would have been open as well, but Adam Thielen does well. It's good to have him around, the veteran. So come on, defense stops them. That is big. That's really big. Halfback dive, 5 yards out. Tyrion Davis-Price. Let's go with a play action power O. Ben Sinnott. Here we go. Oh my lord. That was actually not that bad. And I like the speed with which Zach Wilson rolled out of that pocket. That was pretty good actually. Looking at you, Laviska Shenault. Here you go. 3rd and 4. 6-yard progress. Good stuff. Really good stuff. A double cross coming up here. Tommy Tremble. Frank Gore is also an option. Do I go with an inside? Let's just test this one out. Let's see. Come on, get some blocking in there, and there we go. Beautiful. A first down, and then some. Here we go. Was pushed from behind, but he goes down, and I just love the fact that we've got such a good prospect group in the running back room. Tyrion Davis-Price and Frank Gore Jr. looking fantastic. George Gregory, by the way, that's my fullback. He can also help out Monday night primetime. Loving this one here. Presentation, as always, fantastic for EA Sports. Gonna tell you something. Gonna try something. Let's go. Let's go like this. Here we go. Thielen again. Drag and tremble away, dragging a defender away, and pushing forward very nicely here. Coverage is coming extremely quick, so I'm not surprised at the least that there's defenders coming and closing down our run very quickly. But look at this one here. We do find space. There's actually more space than I expected us to find. And in this game, Zach Wilson is looking completely different. Compare this to last week. In the rain, 27 yards was his production. Jesus, man. Sam Hubbard, injured here, number 92, 3rd and 2. So I think we lose some yards even. Physios looking at the big man. Let's see. Halfback dive. Chuba Hubbard. Let's just break through. Essentially, we've got two attempts here to get a first down, and we are actually not bad. Xavier McKinney on the tackle attempt here. Chuba Hubbard does break through, pick up an injury here, has to take a seat. Again, we planned for this, we have depth, so that is good. It's actually an interesting... I'd love to have a deep play here because they're completely neglecting the back. Do I try and put Laviska Chenault? Let me just try something. Can I hot route him? Or do I put him on a slant? Let's go for a streak. Just get him going. Oh my lord, that almost went there. Number 25 slapped it away, but that was almost actually a good one. That was almost a good one. All right. Drive wide corner, Chenault, Schwartz. Off we go. Ball is live. Turn it. And here we go. Pushing forward, 3rd and 2. Xavier McKinney, number 29. Low back strain. Let's give him time to return. Tyrion Davis-Price, 32. He's always a free agent. I don't really get it. It's a strange one. It's a really strange one. 4th and inches. We're held. Number 45 with a really good stop. Very clean. Couldn't really pick up speed. There was just a lot of traffic there. But yeah, there we go. Logan Bruce on the left tackle with the number 60. 49-yard field goal. Yeah. Tell you what. At 4th and inches, I really think we should go for... We just should go for it. Halfback dive. Straightforward run. Slightly angled towards the left. If we mess it up, then so be it. And here we go. We don't mess it up, we push forward. Rasheem Betts. That's my center. I'll have to look at his player model because he doesn't look like a stocky dude. But I think he's supposed to be around, I don't know, 250 or 300 pounds. So does really fit the meta here, right? Let's go. Here we go. We're going to be... Oh, I felt like we were going to be closed down, but we did get some extra yardage here. Davis-Price doing well. Tyler Shatley, let's bring you on. Halfback slip screen, another one. Let's just keep going here. I don't intend to give him the ball back. Spoiler alert. Going back here. Here we go. This is very nice. Let's go down. And we go down inbounds. Zach Wilson today, a very clean game. And this is exactly what I was hoping for when I brought him in. Exactly what I wanted to see. Just join us. Play a few clean games. There we go. Here we go. Tommy Tremble breaking into the end zone here on a short route, and that is prime tight end play. Absolute prime. Joe Farmer seems to be back again here. I think I need to change the player models a little bit. Look at Logan Bruss, for instance, and Ricky Stromberg. And then take a look at Joe Farmer. That player model is strange, man. There you go, 14-0. That is pretty good. Do we go for vertical here? I would like to go for a vertical play. Let's see, maybe we can punish him. Maybe we can hit him here, get another field goal, something like that. Yeah, coverage is good. Number 29 totally picked up on that play. Totally picked up on that play. Gonna be going with Tremble here. Maybe Schwartz, but I think Tremble will be the one to go with. Here we go. Great catch. Surviving contact. Trying to sidestep here. Number 7 with the takedown. Clean as ever. Good one. Halfback slip screen. Clock is stopped, by the way. So Frank Gore will be my receiver on this play here. Here we go. Oh, lordy. It was a very good block on the outside. 2nd and 7. 3 yards only on that play. So let's set up an inside zone here. Tyrion Davis-Price at the end of this quarter. I actually don't mind this. I don't mind this. Currently looking very good. Absolutely in control. I mean, Drake May is able to strike back at a moment's notice. I know that. I just know that. He's got the quality. He's got the superstar dev trait. If we manage to hold him in on this play, then I feel like we are in a good position. So let's see. Come on, defense. Let's limit Drake May here. That's what I want to see. Come on, man. Here we go. Defense turns it over again. That is absolutely amazing. Really, really amazing. Very important. Off we go. Short pass. Short turn. 6 yards. And there we go. Just keeping it alive, and that is important. That's the most important thing of all. Tremble, Gore, Schwartz has the hard turn. I'm not sure if I can get him. Jonathan Mingo would be a possibility as well. Oof. The contact came exactly when he tried to catch. So that was very hard to grab. Dragon spacing. Jonathan Mingo. Not sure if I like this one here. A weak flood could work. Let's go to the inside zone. Frank Gore. There we go. Frank Gore Jr. with an injury. I mean, running backs never are a big issue because there's just so many around all the time. But still, if you get reduced too much in that category, then things are going to get tricky. Especially when quality starts going down. And there you go. 2nd and 10. Tyrion Davis-Price certainly struggling. Quadriceps strain. No return this game. Alright. George Gregory will be taken over. That is no problem. But here we go. I don't know. There's been a decline in accuracy. There has been a decline in accuracy. Let's go to an escape. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Davis Price has a good route. I also like Schwartz. 27 just manages to tip it. Tip it in a way that we can't really grab it. A 60-yard field goal attempt for Cade York. I am unsure. Ooh, that might just creep in. Did we get it? We got it. Nice. Cade York, well done. Cade York scores. It's just creeping in on the left side of the goal there. 17-0. Come on, and here's Drake May. On the board finally. On the board. RPO zone peak. Run or pass quickly. There we go. Design play. Beautiful, right? Coming at us to stop a run play, and we get a pretty cool pickup here. Worked extremely well. Some of these plays are absolute genius. I'd really love that. Passing 159 today for Zach Wilson. Nah, he's doing well. I like seeing that. I like seeing that. Starting to be a really, really appreciated member of the Panthers. I'm not going to say Panthers family because that would be maybe overhyping the whole thing, but you know, kind of correcting his reputation a little bit. Maybe proving teams wrong. And yeah, I think it was a little bit optimistic to just grab him, throw him in there, and just expect him to absolutely ball it out. Then again, other teams did that, but I don't think he ever really had that quality. But certainly better than a few other players. Dudes like, oh, come on. Is this going to be a holding? Is this going to be a holding? I would absolutely hate for that to be a holding. Because we just scored a freaking touchdown, man. I think it is. I think number 71. Yeah. Ah, for crying out loud. Rasheem Betts holding 10 yards. 3rd and 12. All right. Not happy about this one. Because we just lost a touchdown here. So Coach Dreddeus rightly so pissed. Let's go with an 83 halfback choice. Gonna be looking for Mingo here. Maybe Tremble. We need a... Alright. Zach Wilson throwing this one away. I feel like we could have gotten more out of that. Time to punt. Time to punt it. We're going to aim it towards the outside as best we can. Johnny Hecker. Very clean, perfectly timed. Where is it going to go out? That is the 7. Yeah, nice. Drake May. Again. One of the top prospects, by the way. For the 2024 draft. Rising stock. And here we go. He does strike back, and now we're put on the spot here. 2 minutes and 7. It's not completely out of our reach. And yet, we need to watch out. If we mess this up, we can pay for this. 2nd and 2. Why is the clock stopped at 2nd and 2? I wonder. Blown up. 2nd and 11. Inside zone, left to right. Can we... Let's go the weak flood here. Looking for Mingo. Maybe Schwartz. Oh my lord. If we're gonna hand it over to them, I will be mightily unhappy. Let's set up a halfback ISO here, but look at the way their defense is setting up. It's definitely set up to be... Yeah, there's no other plays available. Stutter goes. Not really sure if I can pull these off. Let's try this one here. Let's get Laviska Chenault going. And then I can try and aim it so that he can catch it and it's out of reach. Come on, man. He would have been there. He would have been there. He is claiming pass interference and we're going to have to punt again. And now things are getting spicy. Because now we are giving them a chance. Hodges Tomlinson. There we go. Number 22 dragged down at the 23. So not a great gain here. What can Drake May pull off? What can he pull off? Come on, defense. All right, turnover right here. This was important. We're going to take it. It's our defense that helped us out here. Mesh spot time for sure. Let's go. Anthony Schwartz. Taken down. We're going to go with the read option. We, of course, are going to go with a vertical here. Off we go. See what I mean? Tommy Tremble powering forward here up to the 3-yard line. Great stuff. What a fantastic play. He's been very good since returning again. 23 seconds to go. We are going to go with a... Let's go with the bench to curl here. 17 seconds. What can happen, right? How about we get sacked? We're going to call a timeout. Because I want to have a touchdown. I want to win this game 24-10 or at least a field goal. And we actually lose yards, man. We lose a lot of yardage. But that doesn't have to be bad. Doesn't have to be bad because right now we can utilize different plays than these short plays. Just like that. Can develop. We've got more space and we get inside. Zach Wilson, Tommy Tremble, another touchdown. Here we go. I think we were just inside the Panthers' body. And that was a good throw. Good route. Now we actually benefited of having more space. So that was good. Here we go. Game's over. 24-10. Deserved victory for the Panthers. Here we go. Brian Dable, unhappy. I understand that. Zach Wilson, elated. 65% completion rate, 222 yards, 221 yards, 3 touchdowns. Drake May got a touchdown, 63% completion rate, very similar. If you compare both of them, he did a lot of rushing actually, 54. How many did we rush for? I don't think we rushed for any. Hubbard, Gore, Tyrion Davis Price. So there's that. Tommy Tremble, our reception leader. 8 receptions, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Montal Robinson was good. Adam Thielen, as always. That was really nice. Not that many drop balls. 1 drop. Right, I can live with that. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., solo tackle leader, total tackle leader, Bobby Okereke. 2 tackles for loss, Landon Jackson at D tackle. 1 sack for Jeremiah Trotter. And half a sack each for Xavier Kinney and Sam Hubbard. 0 interceptions. And Cade York completing all his attempts. That's actually 2 positives. First off, we beat the Giants in this week 7 game. And second, we don't pick up any further injuries. That is actually pretty awesome, if you ask me. One thing that I do want to see is, have we had any reveals of hidden dev traits? I don't see anything here, but I don't think we didn't have any here, though. Brandon Dorius, still not revealed. Jeremiah Trotter, all right. Kalen Bullock, star dev trait has been revealed. That is really good, actually. I'd like to see Brandon Dorius to see something high, to be something high, but he's definitely going to be, a star dev trait, no doubt in my mind. Looking at this here, we've got 2 D tackles, we've got 3 D tackles. I think we could use One more D tackle over here. So we might even use one of the edges or one of the linebackers at the D tackle position. We seem to be having a lot of D tackles here currently, but we only need one, of course. Currently, we've got Frankie Louvu, we've got Danny Stutzman, we've got Bobby Wagner, and Tommy Eichenberg. And I actually think that Tommy Eichenberg is currently playing over here. Deion Jones injured, so we actually really don't need that many linebackers, but I'd like to see one or two more D tackles. So let's take a look. I'm going to do that off camera, by the way. Who could be a viable option at the D tackle? Apart from that, yeah, we're going to call it quits now. Pretty happy with how this game ended. We are really on a good trajectory looking at the playoffs. Week 8 and Week 9, and in Week 9 Bryce Young will be back. That's going to be a huge boost to the team. I really can't wait for him to return and, get the Panthers going under his direction again. Zach Wilson did really commendably well. I am very happy with my decision still. But yeah, gonna end the episode. Hope you enjoyed today's game. If you did, do drop a like. Please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Helps the channel, as you know. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here and making this one special for me. See you next time.